voice.
The only folks keeping the barbarians from the gate.
I got into the labor movement not because I wanted to negotiate wages. I got into the labor movement because I saw it as a vehicle to do massive social change to improve the lots of people.
Let's take these son of a out and give America back to America where we belong. Thank you very much. Thank you.
As far as I'm concerned, the Tea Party can go straight to hell.
I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man. I am a real American. Fight for what's right. Fight for your life.
Welcome into the program. Start of hour number 2. I'm Brian Summerfield. He's Trucker Randy. We are your defending fathers. Phone number to get on the program, 231-347-4382 or 855-548-0504. Facebook chat is open for both myself and for Trucker Randy, as well as our wall is available at Your Defending Fathers.
This next little segment, Brian, comes as a result of someone, a good friend of ours, Dave Agema, who's been on the show many times, and I consider a personal friend. So in full disclosure, I want everybody to know where I'm coming from on this. Dave was looking around the internet as the Supreme Court began hearing oral arguments both Tuesday and Wednesday regarding Prop 8 there in California, and then on DOMA, Defense of Marriage Act, yesterday. Dave was cruising the internet and saw a doctor by the name of Frank Joseph, a medical doctor, had posted an article. And the title of the article was, "Everyone Should Know These Statistics on Homosexuals." And Dave, about this time yesterday, 10 o'clock in the morning, posted this on his personal Facebook page. And I want everybody to know, too, that Dave's settings are that is set where his comments are not open to the general public. Only his friends and friends of friends are able to see his postings. So I want to make that totally clear. And Dave posted this on his personal page, not as the national committee man for the Republican Party of Michigan, but on his own personal page. And he simply shared the good doctor's opinions and statistics. He goes into a very lengthy statistical analysis of pointing out studies showing different percentages of things happening as a result of your sexual behavior. And immediately, the Obama Republicans, as well as the liberals across the country, it was even carried on Huffington Post, picked up on it, said that Michigan GOP committee man posts anti-gay tirade on Facebook and tried to attribute Dr. Frank Joseph's comments as if Dave Agema said them. And Free Press article comes out this morning. A group of state Republicans is calling for the resignation of Republican National Committee man Dave Agema over an anti-gay posting on his Facebook page. Agema's Wednesday posting during the United States Supreme Court oral arguments regarding the legality of same-sex marriage was based on an online article titled, quote, "Everyone Should Know These Statistics on Homosexuals," which appeared with the byline from Dr. Frank Joseph, medical doctor. The post depicts gays and sexual promiscuity rife with sexual transmitted diseases and responsible for, quote, half the murders in large cities.
Half the what in large cities?
Murders.
Okay.
According to the doctor's research. Dennis Lennox, a Grand Traverse County Republican precinct delegate. So I want everybody to know he is an elected official. So we all know what the bar is with regards to slander and libel and these other laws here in the state of Michigan. He's also a former county drain commissioner who basically had to resign as a result of his activities there as drain commissioner in Sheboygan County. Issued a statement Wednesday, signed by 20 other Obama Republicans, that's what I'm going to call them, condemning Agema's, quote, deplorable actions, end quote, and calling for his resignation. Quote from Mr. Lennox is...
Is this the same Dennis Lennox who's a paid consultant?
Yes, for Salanus's firm.
The same guy that Dave Agema beat in the election?
In the May convention last year, who beat his boss, Salanus's, by a percent vote of 70-30.
So is this what Dennis believes, or is he just...
Well, I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know what's in his head.
Don't really know what he believes, do we?
No, we don't.
Okay, just wondering, just thinking out loud.
Sure. He goes on to say that, quote, this isn't about what we believe either politically or as women and men of faith.
Is this the same Dennis Lennox that came in on Greg Marshall's show under false conditions and kind of wanted to do nothing more than cause havoc before an election because of political ideology, not because of really telling the truth or doing the right thing?
Correct.
Okay.
The same one.
Just making sure we had the right one.
Right.
Is this the same one that sends out emails under false names and attacks people?
Yeah, the Truth Squad.
Is that the same one?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got the same person.
Yeah, this is the same guy.
The same person that caused havoc down in Mount Pleasant, and everywhere he's been, he's always kind of left a trash trail behind.
I believe wasn't he arrested down there or charges pressed against him down there in Mount Pleasant?
I don't know. I just want to make sure we got the same one. That's who the Free Press is going to quote as being the upstanding member and the voice of the Republican Party.
Oh, it even gets better.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. I want to make sure our listeners are all engaged here and understand what's going on.
He goes on to say, quote, this is about common decency. What would he know about common decency? And realizing that you cannot win an election by insulting a wide swath of electorate whose votes our Republican Party needs to once again form a national majority. Where are we talking about winning an election? This conversation and these comments had nothing to do with winning an election. This is the United States Supreme Court taking up a law to determine whether it's constitutional or not. I don't understand why he's always concerned about winning elections. It's not all about winning elections. It's about First Amendment rights and being able to say what you believe as much as it has his rights to say what he believes.
No,
but again, he converts it to an election.
If you don't have core beliefs and your only agenda is to win elections, then you're willing to do almost anything to win elections.
Absolutely. Disparage your opponents, do whatever needs to be done, I guess.
His words based on what he has put out in many emails, putting out in areas which he's attacked us.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so it's you cannot win elections by insulting. Okay. Agema, who was elected as one of two Michigan representatives on the Republican National Committee in May after serving as a Republican state representative for 6 years from Granville, responded to the criticism on Facebook by saying he had posted facts, and facts make people uncomfortable, according to the Lansing newsletter Gongware. In a statement emailed to the Free Press this morning, Agema said he simply posted something that someone else had written, and some publications, and even a few liberal Republicans, and I'm going to rename them Obama Republicans, have chosen to take the words of someone else and cast them as my own. Quote, he goes on to say, I think it was a piece worth sharing, given the debate currently going on over gay marriage, than what is happening in the Supreme Court. Agema said.
So if I can take two conversations from this morning, one from Brian Panabaker, that look at how 17% of the workforce in Michigan wants to literally overrun the rest of us.
Yes.
Are you saying the same thing is happening here on gay marriage?
Even less.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if statistically,
just trying
Brian,
to connect the dots here.
Well, yeah. What's the population that is openly gay or homosexual in the state of Michigan? I think it's probably less than the 17% of union workers.
Mm-hmm. I'd go along with that.
Yep. But anyway, this article goes on. I strongly maintain my position in support of marriage between a man and a woman, and I will not back down from my core beliefs in support of strengthening the family, Agema said. Those who signed the statement criticizing Agema, which Lennox describes as, quote, the next generation of Michigan Republicans, unquote.
So the next generation of Michigan Republicans are Democrats?
Are Obama Republicans?
I'll sign the I'll start the petition right now of Republicans that would. Matter of fact, let's throw it out there. I bet you I could probably get comments on Facebook popping up. I could get 20 signatures that would say, we will give Dennis Lennox to the Democrat Party to be a strategist for them and become a precinct delegate for them. I bet you I could get 20 signatures within the next 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I could probably have the phone lines explode.
Booting him out of the Republican Party.
Mm-hmm. I bet you I could get 20 signatures to have him resign as a precinct delegate. Would he do it?
If we do, well, we'll see.
Well, then we'll have it posted right in the Traverse City Record Eagle, attacking him like he attacks us that way.
Absolutely. You know what? Let's take a break. I got to get a glass of water. I want to finish this story off, and my throat's closing up on me.
Okay. Stick around, more to come. We are your defending fathers.
If you can't go to Mexico to get authentic Mexican food, go to Petoskey. Jose's Authentic Mexican Restaurant in the Gaslight District has all of your favorites. Tacos, burritos, quesadillas, award-winning guacamole, and so much more. These family homemade recipes will have you wanting to come back and try the whole menu. Sit down or carry out, Jose's is a place you must visit when you are in Petoskey, 307 Petoskey Street or 231-348-3299.
Have you ever considered owning a franchise, but just didn't know where to start? Now you can use a free matching service to help you navigate through the thousands of franchises and find the best match for you. Get the freedom, get the independence you've always wanted by becoming a franchise owner. You could be in business for as little as $50,000. Call now to receive a free report on the franchise industry. Toll free, 888-966-GROW. 1-888-966-GROW. Would you ever consider owning a franchise that has never had a failure? What if the franchise were to be able to operate with no employees and you only had to deal with 25 customers? Such a low-maintenance franchise opportunity is available right here, right now. Feel free to call to receive more information toll-free. 1-888-966-GROW. 888-966-GROW.
Every day I wake up at 5 to give Dad his medicine. Every day I wake up at 5 to give Dad his medicine. At 6 I make his breakfast. Every day I wake up at 5 to give Dad his medicine. At 6 I make his breakfast. At 7 I shower. Every day I wake up
For those caring for a loved one, we hear you. That's why AARP created a community to help us better care for ourselves and the ones we love. Visit aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Health insurance is on everybody's mind right now. You either don't have it, or you have it and you think it's too expensive. And you probably feel like you don't have any options. We can help. We are InSphere Insurance Solutions. We offer health insurance plans from major carriers nationwide and likely have a plan that can save you money. Whether you're self-employed, on a COBRA plan that's about to expire, or you simply don't have health insurance where you work and you need it, InSphere Insurance Solutions can help you. Our agents will help you find coverage you can afford. InSphere Insurance Solutions is an authorized agency in all 50 states, including the District of Columbia. Plans may not be available in all states.
Call now, 800-394-6717. 800-394-6717. 800-394-6717. That's 800-394-6717.
Prices are for base buildings only. May not be available in some areas. Attention business owners, do you want a stimulus package that really works? Before you spend thousands of dollars more than you should on your next building project, listen to this. General Steel has a stimulus package designed to help you save as much as half the cost of conventional construction on your next building. As much as half. That's right. General Steel can save you thousands of dollars with a pre-engineered steel building designed for your business or church. How about a 50 by 100 foot building for under $30,000? So don't pay thousands more than you should without calling General Steel first and save as much as half the cost and time of conventional construction. With the projected demand for steel in Japan and China, prices may be skyrocketing.
877-927-3360. 877-927-3360. 877-927-3360.
Foreclosure is hard on every member of the family, but your family is not alone. If you're struggling with your mortgage, there is help. To learn about the government's Making Home Affordable program, visit makinghomeaffordable.gov or call 1-888-995-HOPE to speak to a HUD-approved housing counselor. It's free of charge. Visit makinghomeaffordable.gov or call 1-888-995-HOPE today. Brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, NeighborWorks America, and the Ad Council.
Would your business survive a disaster? Nearly 2/3 of businesses aren't prepared for an emergency, and 40% of businesses that experience a disaster never recover. Make an emergency plan now, before it's too late. For a free online tool that helps you develop an emergency plan to keep your business up and running should disaster strike, visit ready.gov/business. Brought to you by the Federal Emergency Management Agency, the American Red Cross, and the Ad Council.
Oh, welcome back to the program on this Thursday. I am Brian Summerfield. He is Trucker Randy. We are your defending fathers.
That's Trucker Randy Bishop.
Yes.
I want to make sure that's clear for this podcast that I'll be turning into a YouTube video and posting all over Facebook as well as on my blog, Northern Michigan Patriots. Go back to the Free Press article from this morning, talking about Dennis Lennox, the disgraced county commissioner from Sheboygan County.
Did you know there's a Facebook page that's already out there?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
It's Dennis Lennox to resign as precinct delegate.
Good. Because I already, during the break, Brian, that we took, I've got 7 friends on Facebook from Leroy, Michigan to Battle Creek to Kalamazoo to Monroe listening to the show, and they've all said they'll sign the petition to kick him out of the party. So we're
that's even been less than 5 minutes. Plus, who knows? We'll go to the website.
Yep.
The Facebook page. I'm sorry.
Yep.
The Facebook page. I call on Dennis Lennox to resign as precinct delegate. And
like
click
the page.
like it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, going back to the Free Press article again, Dave Agema, national committee man for the Republican Party, posted the comments from a Dr. Frank Joseph, medical doctor, talking about his opinion and research that he had done with certain statistics regarding homosexuals. And Dave simply posted those as the day the Supreme Court was hearing oral arguments on the DOMA, Defense of Marriage Act.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to the article, Dave goes on to say, I think this was a piece worth sharing, given the debate over gay marriage that is currently happening and the Supreme Court hearing oral arguments on DOMA. Quote, Dave Agema said, I strongly maintain my position in support of marriage between a man and a woman, and I will not back down from my core beliefs in my support of strengthening the family. Quote, those who signed the statement criticizing Agema, which Dennis Lennox described as, quote, the next generation of Michigan Republicans, end quote, included Brad Fingerroot of the Oakland County Young Republicans and Brian Smitsky, chairman of the Wayne County Teenage Republicans. Quote, per Fingerroot, said bigotry in the GOP cannot be tolerated. Lennox said this morning several others, including Saginaw County Republican Chairman Brian Fry, have joined him in calling for Agema to resign. Unfortunately, email to Fry was not returned. This was written by Paul Egan, E-G-A-N, of the Detroit Free Press. And if you want his phone number to contact the author of this piece, he shows a phone number from Lansing of 517-372-8660. If you want to make comments to this reporter about perhaps your disdain for this piece and quoting Dennis Lennox as trying to be evidently, once again, thinks that he's the spokesperson for the Republican Party and goes on to basically label himself as the next generation of Michigan Republicans.
How many drains were there in Sheboygan County?
One.
Oh, okay, so there's one drain for the drain commissioner to oversee? Okay, just wondering.
Right. And how many thousands of dollars did Dennis Lennox cost not only the taxpayers of Sheboygan County, but their employees, the time lost, having to testify under legal proceedings over his activities there while he was drinking.
Is that the definition of fiscal conservatism for this new group of new Republicans?
The new generation of Michigan Republicans is going to cost your county almost $120,000. One county commissioner went on the record. I have copies, transcripts of the meeting.
What business experience does he have? Has he ever run a business?
Not to my knowledge.
I don't think so either.
I don't think he's ever had a job, or I don't think he's ever owned real estate in Michigan.
Okay.
So, I mean, the bottom line is you can have an opinion just like Dave Agema does, and, of course, Dennis can have his opinions too. But if he's going to hold himself out as being a Republican and
a spokesman.
I'm sorry?
A spokesman.
A spokesman, yes.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I don't think anybody granted him or elected him to have that position, number one. I'm a chair of the Antrim County Republican Party. You're involved in the Emmett County Republican Party. I don't ever remember us electing Dennis Lennox to anything, do you?
No.
No. He doesn't have the right to act like the spokesman for the Michigan Republicans. And it's a situation where, you know what, we're just sick and tired of it. We're sick and tired of your garbage, Dennis. Why don't you just leave the Republican Party, and I'm going to lead the effort.
Hey, it's actually, there's a link on our page now. Somebody put the link on it.
Okay. Your Defending Fathers has the link to it. Go ahead, and if you agree with Brian and I that enough is enough, and we're sick and tired of this crap from Dennis Lennox, like that page, and I'm going to put this out there. Like I said, it'll be a YouTube video later today, and people need to know the truth about these Obama Republicans.
I bet you we'll be over 20 here within the next few minutes.
So
if we get over 20, that's more than he got with who knows what kind of,
yes,
call to action he put out on.
Well, he wants to attack us for when we hold these elected officials accountable, when we call these guys out for voting to raise the debt ceiling to continue to bankrupt this country and to take our rights away under the Patriot Act and National Defense Authorization Act. He calls us out, for holding those elected Republicans accountable. But yet then when another Republican makes a comment, he's going to attack him. I mean, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. No problem.
Political ideology probably doesn't agree.
Yeah.
So that's probably the reason why.
Well, when you don't agree with his ideology, like I don't agree with his, he doesn't agree with mine. Let's have battle. Let's call it out. Let's see who the people decide who's right on this issue. So that's the end of the story, and we'll be putting it out there later.
Stick around, more to come. We are your Defending Fathers.